Let's talk to Tanveer Chowdhury, who is live for us in Dhaka. And Tanveer, can you just talk us through what has been a remarkable and historic few hours?
Yes, it's unprecedented. I mean, the whole city is in the streets, and it's probably same all across the country. People are celebrating, people are just jubilant. Unfortunately, there's been incidents of vandalism, setting up fire of some ruling party offices, and also vandalism in the official Prime Minister's residence and so on. But by and large, it's not a violent protest, celebration. It's pretty much peaceful. People are basically all over the street. Now I have a university student who took recent protests, Mohammed Zubair. He'll have a few words with him. Zubair, tell me, how do you feel? You took part in the student protest. How do you feel?
I'm really proud that because all the students worked really hard. They went on the streets and fought for victory, and finally they got the victory. And the party went away, and everyone is happy. You can see in everyone's eyes. They're so happy. They're like proud.
What do you guys want now? What's your demand now? Since there's going to be an interim government, the Prime Minister has resigned, the Army Chief said, and they're forming an interim government. What would be your key demand as students?
Well, we will always want that students are protected, and there are no weapons used on our body, and everyone is protected, and everyone should have their freedom and right.
What about the accountability? So many students and other people got killed. People are behind the bar. What do you want to be done about that?
I think they should be punished, because like a lot of students gave their life for this, and finally we achieved our victory. But I guess until we take those like who did this wrong stuff, we should get justice first. We should fight for it.
Thank you for talking to us, Zubair. Appreciate it very much.
Sir.
There you have it. One of the please be quiet. That's pretty much the mood. Many people are saying, of course, the main concern would be those who are still behind the bar, not just this recent student protest. There's thousands of political prisoners who've been behind the bar even before the election. Nearly 20,000 opposition parties are behind the bar. Those people would be looking forward for justice now. People killed by extrajudicial killing and forced disappearance, they'd be looking for justice. So much is expected. We don't know how the interim government will react to all this, but as the Chief of Army Staff said, they will look for justice and justice will be done. But the celebration goes on, and looking forward to the legacy of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. As much criticism she faced, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has done a lot for this country. She has been a popular leader. She's done a lot in terms of economy. Unfortunately, the democracy eroded on the process, and free speech was pretty much banned, you could say. You couldn't say anything against the government. People are now free to speak, at least for the moment, and that would be part of the whole legacy within this period. Unfortunately, even till 9 in the morning here, the police were cracking down on students, and there were casualties and people wounded. And most of the mothers, families, and the students would be looking for justice. That's what is expected. Tom?
You mentioned the Army Chief who spoke about an hour and a half ago, announcing that Sheikh Hasina was stepping down as Prime Minister. He has since said that the citizens, these protesters that are out on the streets, they need to keep trust in the army. He obviously wants peace. He's telling them that there is no need for an emergency situation or a curfew. But do the protesters that you've been talking to, do they trust the army here?
Generally, army is quite accepted by the army had a big role in the political process since the birth of the independence. People do trust the army. They have confidence on it, even though last several days, they have a questionable role of the army, and also during the election, army could have played a very neutral role. They feel like the army didn't play a neutral role during the last 2018 election and the January 2024 election. Army stayed basically just on the ground, but they could have played some neutral role. They didn't. For the gripe is, but by and large, army is popular in Bangladesh. To trust them. Now they have to act on it to build that confidence. Otherwise, people would have a misjudgment about them, what their real intention might be in future.
Okay, thanks so much, Tanveer. We really do appreciate your reporting from the streets in Dhaka. Well, these are some live pictures now where clearly tens of thousands of people have taken to the streets. We've seen huge celebrations, jubilation, as the news has clearly spread very, very quickly that Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has been ousted. She has fled the country. We understand that she took a military helicopter to India.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get latest news from Al Jazeera.